right, so my favorite year by far, and the most influential year for me, senior year. Now, this video is going to be a little bit longer, warning, than a minute, because I have a lot to say, and worst comes to worst, you mark me down. I'm not really caring. But senior year was influenced a lot. At the end of junior year, beginning of senior year, that summer, I got to go to the track with Kenny's stepdad, Josh. He brought me and Kenny along with him to Sonoma Raceway, where he races his 99 Honda Civic SI, which is heavily modified and super fun to ride in. Like, it is ridiculous. And that's where my love of cars kind of spawned from and gained more knowledge. I knew a lot about cars before, not a lot, I didn't know much about cars, honestly, and I liked them. I just didn't know enough to work on them or do anything cool to them, so I took a chance. And when he took me to the track, I fell in love with them that day. And he saw that I loved them, he saw that I liked them a lot, and he offered to help me out, to help me learn and, you know, teach me about cars wherever he could. So whenever he was working on his cars, like installing, you know, new brakes or anything like that, or just doing regular maintenance, like draining differentials, then he would invite me over so I could learn more and gain from it. And I really appreciated that. So at the time, I had my 1998 Mercedes-Benz automatic, and it was a rust bucket that I had bought for $400 to get me around town. I actually sold it to a junkyard for $100 because the transmission went out and because it was a crappy car. So yeah, but after that I decided, all right, I got to get a manual car. That's on my bucket list. I have to have a manual in high school. It's my high school bucket list. So I got a manual, a Subaru Forester that I'm driving right now, and it is a mom wagon, and I'm selling it because it's too slow. But I did love this car, and it's the way that you love someone who was your first crush back in like 3rd grade. It's that this car taught me manual, this car got me around, and this car helped me become a better driver. Definitely manual. I know I burnt the clutch on this thing. I know I put hot spots on it, and I'm surprised that the clutch survived, but it did. So I'm super grateful to even have this car. I'm selling it only because I want something faster, and I'm not raising 4 kids, so I don't really need this car to be this big and get such bad gas mileage. But I have major respect for this car. I love it as if it's my first, you know, dog or pet or whatever. It's a memory that I won't forget anytime soon. And I'm actually probably going to take the shift knob just so I can remember it. But after that, once senior year started, a huge influence on me educationally was Miss Lawana. And shout out to Miss Lawana because she's the best English teacher I've had. I'm not trying to talk down to other English teachers. She just clicks with me on a mental level that is crazy. Like, it's insane. When she reads books, even books that I don't like Fahrenheit 451, I hated the plot, I hated the story, it didn't make sense to me, and it seemed dumb. I liked all the other books. Even Fahrenheit 451, the way she read it, the way she used emotion and tone in her voice, she literally drew the pictures in my head using her voice so well that I thought I was at the movies. It was insane. I was entertained by books I didn't even like. But most of the books I liked throughout the year, but even the ones I didn't, I knew I was okay because Miss Lawana had it. And Miss Lawana was my favorite teacher, and still is my favorite teacher, especially in English. The way that she taught me was phenomenal, and I want to give a major thanks to her, and thank you for her service to our school. If they get rid of her, our school is on crack. There's no way you can get rid of Miss Lawana. There's something about books to me that I've always loved. I'm an avid reader at home, and honestly, I think that Miss Lawana, you should really start a business where you just do audio tapes, because the way you read with such emotion and such dramaticism and all these other great things about you, it's just phenomenal. And I cheer you on. I hope you never stop teaching. I hope you teach until you hit like retirement. I don't think you should quit. I never want you to quit. And if our school wants to be the best, we need to keep you. So with that in mention, that's all the favorite parts of my senior year. My car, helping with building cars with Kenny's stepdad, shout out to him as well, and just learning about English with Miss Lawana, as she was the best. And on that note, we're gonna go ahead and say goodbye. Thank you to everyone.